Undertale. A game that most of you have heard of, and a game that I hold near and dear to my heart. Where do I even start but to start at the beginning? Back in 2017, when I was just but a mere schmecklegoblin attending the most prestige schools of America, I had but a dusty old toaster to run my computer games on. One so powerful that even booting up a Gmod server would enact nuclear fallout. But I was determined. I sought out the best that my computer could handle. And what better of a market to delve into than that of the indie developer? So I installed a game that was the talk of the town. One that had a deep and dark story despite its first impressions. That game was Doki Doki Literature Club. And I must say, it really wasn't what I was hoping for. It was also at that time that a good buddy of mine started talking to me about another game. One full of quirky and memorable characters, a great soundtrack, and an awesome story. One to be remembered for years to come, so he said. Was he right? Was I to trust my friend's judgment and taste in games? Or was I to behead him and leave his head on a pike to be made as an example of? Well, after beating the game, I was awestruck. I felt so happy. Just a wave of pure ecstasy had washed over me. This game had hit me harder than Overwatch porn had hit the internet, and I wanted more. The story starts off pretty simple. You're just some retarded kid who jumps into a hole that leads into the underworld just full of monsters. You move throughout the story just meeting new characters that may or may not push the story to progress the plot further. But it's the game with these characters that make it just so much fun to involve yourself with. Just the absolute charm and personality of these characters could lead me to talk about them for hours. No one character is designed the same, and so much thought has gone through into what makes these characters tick. From the simple premise of trying to capture a human that leads to them being friends to stealing that very human soul to free your monster brethren from the underworld. The game does not lack personality or even an individual character with their own self-driving motivations and goals. The game makes you part of the world and lets you interact with it, just so full of wit and charm. The game just so self-aware that you won't find yourself getting bored of doing another playthrough because it actively encourages it, pushing aside obvious, doing genocide runs or pacifist runs to get different endings. Going back and playing the game to change the outcome of certain scenes actually has an effect of in-game characters in the plot. It can change the end outcome. But I think that the best factors of this game is its soundtrack. The music in Undertale just knows how to hook you into its wacky little world. Just the crisp piano that is just used so well with the electronic orchestra just does so well for the overall mood of the game. It knows when to be serious and when to lay back, and I usually find myself just getting lost into the music and listening to the track sometimes just because it's that good. The game is over 9 years old at this point, which is older than most Skibbity Toilet fans, and I say it's worth the buy. With that being said, today's video was different from what I usually post, as today is a special day for me. Being March 16th is my birthday, and I wanted to talk about the game that's special to me on my special day. So if you like the video and want more content like this, then leave a comment and maybe I'll start taking on more projects like this. And please consider checking out my other content, consider subscribing. I don't profit off my videos as I just like to make them for fun and to just edit them and just watch them. It just means a lot to me to have more people watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you all have a great rest of your day.